Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, Remy McNeil, and a little tardy to the party is Twilight Guardian, who will, I imagine, be joining us, but she has also been run ragged by some work behind the scenes for her client, so understandably, she may be getting just a little bit of rest. She'll have a grace period. I'm sure she'll show up. She won't miss anything, like, quality. She'll miss enraging things, I imagine.
100%.
A friendly shout out to Random Fandom for the $2 super chat. I cast new beginnings and old endings. I cast oxymoron. A shocked Celtic face is perfect. It represents the feelings about the entire book. Yeah, to be fair, my enraged I want him dead face is probably a little more accurate. But yes, if in our last chapter we learned that Dalen, and by proxy of Shad, does not understand sexual abuse at all. He kind of has a really disgusting worldview on it, and it's very uncomfortable, and it's leading to an incredibly uncomfortable place. So we'll see how things develop on that front, but basically now Dalen and his former victim are on track to be friends, if not more.
Windy Fwin.
Ew.
You may now be horrified.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. I want to just.
I want to be
perish my
horrified
memory.
before you said it.
How much more of this is there? If you will notice, in the bottom right corner of the actual text, I try to leave in, with how I position it, the percentile and the page number of the current chapter, but the percentile refers to the entire book. We are officially we have just passed 75%. We are in the final fourth.
For context to everybody in the YouTube chat and this chat, the final chapter is chapter 50.
We've got 12 more to go, people.
Oh my.
Indeed.
Lord.
Which means, depending on length, we'll probably be looking at 12 more streams, so 3 months of content. But you never know. You never know.
Here.
Hey, Twilight, there you are.
Hello,
Sorry
Twi.
about
You're fine. Don't
Hello.
worry.
It's all good.
You
We
made
know you needed the
Just in
rest.
time.
So close yet so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. But
no.
yes, reminder of the rules for everyone here in the voice chat, that I, Twi, and to some extent I Know Nothing, are the priority speakers. You should not be talking over us. If you are, you should shut up real quickly. We do like your commentary. We do like your little tiny conversations. We like your jibes and jokes, but we do need to get on, especially because this chapter is going to be kind of long. We're looking at 17 pages here. So please, if I, Twi, or I Know Nothing start talking, we would like you guys to settle down real quick. We will give you a bit of a grace period at first, but the more you do it, the more we will yell at you, and we will inevitably mute you. So is everyone good on board? If everyone is good on that, we're going to jump right into chapter 38. God, I'm glad
man.
we're over 34. It's already melting my brain.
Clearly.
Oh, Jay Foxwell writes, I decided to write my own story based on Shad's premise. I'm already 2,000 words deep. It's likely won't be good, but it'll probably be better than this book. Yes, it's a low bar, but still. Well, when you finish it out, here's what you do. You sit down, you read it over, and you trim up the bad parts. You trim it up, you fix it up, you make it better, and then you send it to people you trust, but are going to be harsh on you, and they give you feedback. And then when you get that feedback, you think long and hard about what changes you might need to make based on that feedback, and then you make them. And then what happens? Oh, what?
Specifically, read it out loud.
Yes, that is very important. But then after that, you do it all over again. Repeat, rinse and repeat. And then by the end of it, you'll get something that is, at the very least, good, if not great. All right. Well, let's dive into this. We are looking at 17 pages. So with that rough math, we'll be swapping out at 8.5 pages. Chapter 38. I needed all my people to obey me and support the war effort, but in the rebellion, they did the opposite. No shit!
That's what rebelling is.
I would never have gathered.
That's what people that oppose you do.
And just as if they were fighting for the other side, they had made themselves my enemies. No shit! We're not dumb, Shad. We know what the word rebellion means.
Ah, yes, the floor is made of floor.
In other words, weapons are used to kill people.
Light is
Indeed.
made of light.
Indeed, the rebellion broke the crucial supply chain to one of the main fronts, causing a massive defeat and withdrawal. Thousands of men died, and you can guess who I blamed. I pulled out 4 of my annihilators from the front of the lines and traveled with them to daybreak. Once we arrived, in rage and madness, I commanded them to level the city with everyone inside. I murdered over 1 million men, women, and children that fall. Why?
Yeah,
I-
because
Because
Guys,
can I just-
Oh man, I know nothing is
Yeah.
speaking.
no, my apologies. I was just going to make the joke of simply, well, at least he finally realized that he can pull out.
Oh.
Mhm.
Can I also just briefly point out, it's like, oh yes, they broke my supply chain. You know what else breaks your supply chain? Destroying your cities!
Yes!
Correct.
It's
Yeah,
almost
that
like
is-
you needed them.
so
like-
Zero?
I rewatched a movie recently called The Outcast King, where the opening scene of this is them laying siege to a city, and the city has already surrendered, but they brought a giant fucking catapult that took 3 months to make, and so the king was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and like set off this catapult and kill a lot of people inside because we brought it. They already surrendered, but I'm sending a message. This is
Are you
what
referring
you
to the
should
Outlaw
have
King?
done. Or Outlaw, yeah, I get it mixed up every time. This is how he should have written that.
Omitted Bow says,
Funny, I think Shad likes that movie actually.
I
Guys,
cast
Yeah.
Sergeant Avery Johnson punches Dalen in the face multiple times. Cannot stop me at all. Never in a million years. Try me. I would be very amused watching that.
Avery Johnson would beat the shit out of Daedalus the Conqueror, and it wouldn't be even close.
I'd pay money to see
But
that.
I need to also raise on this the one thing that kind of gets skimmed over in the fact that he raised the city. It was 5 people that raised the city. Just 5. 4
Functionally, yeah.
annihilators and him. Oh, Rita,
And
thank you for the
gay.
10 gifted memberships. Congratulations to
You're
everyone that got
welcome.
caught in that blast, except for Datarex. And I hope you all enjoy all the new, all the emotes that you now have access to, as well as welcome to the crew. So yeah, you also get access to the as long as your Discord is linked, you get access to this Discord, the Tundra. So you can hop in anytime. Just tell them I sent you. But yeah,
Yeah, they no, Mupa and I were going to mention annihilators are basically an airship, so it's the equivalent of 4 battleships raising a town.
that's still very impressive.
I'm not
Yeah.
denying that, but I'm just giving context.
Also, have we learned what I think has he mentioned annihilators before? I feel like
Once or
he
twice.
might have when he was like gushing over himself.
Actually, wait.
About
Oh shit.
how much he built
No.
airships.
No, I'm double checking with Mupa. No, he has not. This is one of the first times.
Yeah, this is the first time.
I have
So-
a question.
The irony, he felt the need to elaborate on the word rebellion, but he did not feel the need to elaborate on the term annihilators.
Correct.
I mean,
No,
we're
no,
smarter
he
than him.
has mentioned
We can-
annihilators before, I remember, because he was talking about air defenses of some city. He mentioned, "Oh, but annihilators." can
Right,
still
right.
go
No,
for
yeah.
Yes,
I
yes,
do remember him
yes.
actually
Yeah.
mentioning that now.
It's a one-off thing.
Bold of Shad for us to remember that. Anyway,
This entire book is evolved into a sun-flavored word salad.
Lyra had said he was nothing like the Conqueror, and though Dalen was all too aware of how ironic that was, he was trying his very best to be a different man. No, you're not.
No, not at all.
Hearing these words from a woman with such a personal understanding of who Dalus the Conqueror was brought such light and joy into Dalen's heart that it was hard to describe. Okay, I need to elaborate. Just because she is familiar with one of the worst aspects of Dalus does not mean she is familiar. She has such a personal understanding of him. A lot of people have a lot of multiple facets, and just because you witness the worst that someone has to offer does not mean you see any other facet of them necessarily. So, yeah, she has seen a lot of the bad, most of the bad, probably the worst of the bad. But, like, yeah, she doesn't understand Dalus. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, also, like,
does he have any other facets?
Yeah. Like, we've read the whole book. All we've seen is bad.
Oh, yeah, no, like, but, like, she only understands one part of the bad.
Also, did he just say if it pleases for him that it came from a woman?
Yes.
Yes.
Specifically a woman.
Okay, so yet another point in the sexism.
If a woman says I'm okay, I'm okay. Maybe he could actually do it. Maybe he could be a different man. No. Thus, Dalen was in a very good mood when he okay, I want to make it known. I believe in the power of redemption. I do not think for a second Dalen can be redeemed. This is one of the few people I would actually cross off the fucking list.
This is one of those cool motives, still murder, go to the Hague.
I think genuinely Hitler might have been more redeemable than Dalen.
I mean, Hitler believed
like, I know that might be a hot take on things.
I mean, no. Well, I'll help you. I'll help you, Celtic. So Hitler, over the course of many years, killed 6 million in a particular incident. Dalen, in one day, killed 1 million.
Like,
imagine what he could. Imagine what he could do with a year.
Yeah. Especially because
how he says maybe he can change.
I need to elaborate on this. As much as Hitler is reprehensible, when you actually look at the situation within Germany at that time and his political stances in terms of like finances, a lot of the actions he took, like invading Poland and shit, were very heavily motivated by financial stress on the economics of Germany at the time. And a lot of, he basically played into, probably definitely believed, a lot of the horrible stereotypes that led to the very bad thing happening. Like, in order to basically steal wealth from a section of his populace to further fund his goals. Like, it's a lot of his horrible things. Dalen has no excuse on the financial front. He wasn't going through some financial crisis when he started opening up invasions into another country. It was just they got too big. Like, it's splitting hairs. It is splitting hairs. I understand that, but I think by a hair he's worse.
Can I also just draw attention? It's like, oh, she says this about me. She has known this quote-unquote version of you for less than a day.
Oh, yeah, like, and you've been nothing but an asshole to her. It's...
she should really have no reason.
Oh, Kaido Fox just said, just bought I Know Nothing's book. Can't wait to read it when it arrives Sunday. You guys have a wonderful night losing your minds. I'm off to work with 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Please get more sleep. Please don't ruin yourself like that.
Also, good purchase. Good purchase.
Yeah, please get more sleep. And also, I hope you enjoy the first bit of Caliburn Chronicles. And, no, seriously, my Discord is always open. If you enjoy it, please let me know. I am always happy to talk about the book. Thank you so much.
Yugok says, bravo, Shad, for expositioning too much and not enough. Yep. And then someone said, Hell has a hidden 9th circle for Dalen and Dalen alone. You mean 10th. Yeah, you corrected it the 10th. Could Steven Universe redeem Dalen? No.
No. Even Steven would go like, "Nah, man, no, I'm sorry, but there's just no."
There's no good in you. You're an irredeemable monster.
Anyway, now that I've made a stance that will probably get me canceled, let's move on.
Lol.
Out of many statements.
Thus, Dalen was in a very good mood when he left with Lyra to go to the Prime Constabulary, Arik being all too happy to see them off, saying that he had some personal errands to make that fall. Lyra's companion, Kuseg, said he wanted to spend the fall at the Hold. Dalen had even pushed his guilt back to the point that it felt like a soft weight on his chest. His good mood helped, but his guilt was still ever present in his subconscious, and Dalen couldn't help but be constantly and unavoidably mindful of Lyra and her every move. He was such a contradiction, so strong, powerful, and sure, yet so fragile and vulnerable at the same time. Dalen felt totally responsible for that. I love when the story tells me how I'm supposed to feel about a character. Oh, you're supposed to feel contradictory. You're supposed to feel conflicted about Dalen. No, I'm not. I'm not conflicted at all about Dalen. I feel pretty self-assured that he's a piece of shit. Dalen felt totally responsible for that fragility. We're gonna have to kill this guy, Steven. Damn. You're a Hitler, but like Hitler even cared about Germany or something.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, okay, you know, to be fair, that is true. Dalen, has he actually expressed well-meaning towards his populace, or has he only expressed the greatness of what he did?
Pseudo greatness towards his country, wanting the populace and everything.
Yeah.
This is 100% the most generous overview that you can give it.
Yeah,
like it depends on how you view I had slaves so that the rest of my populace would survive the crazy darkness night.
Pretty much.
As they walked down the hall to the elevator, he found himself being the perfect gentleman, letting her in the elevator first and opening each and every door they walked through. Guys, is it normal for me to be feeling sick to my stomach at this?
No,
I'm feeling super time.
Like,
The
it
feeling
Shows you still have a sense of decency.
it's
You're fine, dude.
so forced. It's so forced that he is being the upstanding gentleman when he was nothing but a reprehensible slack. I don't even know what that fucking word means. I just made it up because I can't verbalize how much I hate this guy.
Can I say my notes?
Sure.
Reddit tier. I'm nice to women.
Oh no!
Oh shit! You're right. Yeah, that's perfect.
no!
Is he wearing a fedora?
I fully imagine Dalen wearing a fedora.
That was too good for him.
He is wearing a fedora from now on. That is canon.
It was as if he was trying to make up for what he had done. What up? No, you know what? No, you don't get the Linkin Park reference.
Please don't.
As
That's
impossible as that was, but the futile nature of the task didn't mean that he shouldn't offer this woman whatever recompense he could give, even if that was simply being courteous. He should really offer himself in slavery and let her do with him whatever she wished. But why just her? Dalen, do you have a sub kink?
He does.
Shad, do you have a sub kink?
Probably.
He does.
Probably.
Oh,
Shad, do you have an inferiority complex?
Let's not talk about this.
Ugox, why would I feel conflicted? Dalen doesn't feel guilty. He is forced to feel guilty. It's not his feelings. It's induced guilt. I would have rather, for the first section of this novel, him to be completely unrepentant and not at all, like, expressing guilt. It makes a question of why he threw himself off a fucking cliff. But, like, I would much rather him be unrepentant and then learn the error of his ways halfway through the book and start to reflect on that later. Right now, it seems like Shad is straddling the fucking fence as bad as he did Blackheart.
Oh my god.
Oh. Dude. He had treated hundreds of girls as wretchedly, not to mention the millions he had murdered. The whole world had a claim on him for justice! Maybe someday they would get it. Anyway, man, I need to do some math here. He typically, like, his average for having a woman in his bed was about a month, right? Wasn't it typically around there? Didn't he say something to that
Yes.
effect? So, And how long did that go on? From like his 40s?
When he was like 35-ish to the point where he was like 60-ish.
So we're looking at about, what, 25 years? Something like that? 25 times 12?
It's a revolving door.
200 and... sorry, no, 200. About 300-ish.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure the math on that was right.
Wait, quick question. When does this book take place again?
Middle Ages steampunk.
And
No,
if I had to assume...
Middle Ages steampunk, quote unquote, but really it's more like weirdly modern 1920s as well with the whole match. It's bullshit. It's basically whatever Shad wants it to be.
Pretty much,
And
yeah.
let's just estimate there are like at least 1 billion people living in this world. What makes this woman any different than anyone else that Shad?
Well, no, that's what he's saying, is that like basically everyone has claim to him. And he's going to be the bad little boy that has to wear the collar.
Never say this words again.
Yeah, you're banned from speaking if you do that again.
I'm sorry if Shad is a fucked up motherfucker and he doesn't realize it. With Lyra being an Archknight and Dalen, why did I pronounce that weird? Arknight, and Dalen's mug printed on every broadsheet in the city, they drew attention of nearly every person they passed. Dalen was already reaching out with his light sense, something he tried to do constantly now, and because of it, he noticed something odd. Lyra's inner light suddenly seemed to shimmer with brightness, and there was something familiar about it. It shimmered. It shimmered brightly. You don't need to say shimmered with brightness. What the fuck? Who phrases things that way?
The elevator vibrated with motion.
Ugh.
Okay,
She's
no,
losing
that's
her
funny.
powers, Dalen realized. Being as subtle as possible, he glanced about to try and figure out what ability she might be enhancing. I bet she's listening in on their conversations, Dalen thought. A good idea, in fact. Dalen's like, I'm just enhancing my legs. It makes it so I don't get tired when I walk. Oh. Okay. He's just like, that awkward conversation. You were spying on people? No. Dalen enhanced his hearing as soon as he did. Lyra's head spun on him. What are you doing? She asked softly. Harry Potter, did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Dalen leaned down as Lyra was half a head shorter than he to whisper. I could ask you the same thing. Her eyes narrowed. Oh, you didn't know I could sense our powers? Oh, you didn't know I could sense our powers? She glared for a moment before repeating her question. What are you doing? The same as you, I'm guessing, Dalen replied. Eavesdropping? Lyra suddenly looked like a child caught trying to steal a cookie, and the light that was shimmering within her stopped instantly. You're an arch... Tell him, yeah, fuck off. So what? Woman, you are 50 years old. You don't need to be like... Oh, God. Shad! What is this characterization? How did she become an Arknight?
She's also older than this, as far as she knows, she's older than this kid. She doesn't know him shit.
Oh no, a man is calling out my bad behavior. Oh my God, silver-haired freak.
I mean, it's entirely true because, like, let's be 100% honest. By Lyra's estimation, she's old enough to be this motherfucker's grandmother.
Yeah.
Dalen has his type.
God damn it. I don't want to blame Lyra for this anymore. This is just
Apparently,
purely
you're supposed
Shad.
to look 30.
Yeah.
Ugh. Dalen smiled. Gotcha. And then I punched him in the face because he's a smug prick. Lyra glared at him, all haughtiness and authority. Okay, I appreciate the use of haughtiness. I like that word. All haughtiness and authority, and her light shimmered once more as if to say that she had every right to eavesdrop, even though she looked as guilty as sin. She walked ahead of him. Fuck off, Shad. I think that was Celestial Warlock. Careful, I hear things in the background, man.
Oh, really?
I think it was you or
Yes.
maybe Io.
If there are people talking in the background of your vicinity, chances are we will hear them, no matter who you are.
Okay, not me then. I don't have anybody else.
Don't announce it.
Don't worry. If you announce that you're home alone, the break-in will happen shortly.
Honey.
Secretly, this is a pre-recorded reading. I'm actually not here right now. I'm breaking into your homes.
I'm in your walls.
Imagine it.
He's in the
We're
walls.
there to mute them.
You thought you were safe, but then it's him, Celtic Phoenix.
And his henchman.
Oh, with an axe. Lyra glared as she walked ahead of him. Dalen caught up and kept on enhancing his ears, knowing full well that she had lost any authority to stop him, and it seemed to bother her, which gave Dalen... Doesn't she have free reign to fucking rein him in when she pleases? Wasn't that
Yeah,
part
she
of the
should.
agreement?
Don't
Yeah,
female my
she
ass.
should slap him and be like,
He's
no,
supposed to, but let's
no,
face it, we all
I can
know
do this.
no one
You
can
can't.
stop him.
You're not licensed. I am. Fuck off.
She is still a woman, though,
Yeah.
in Shad's eyes.
Which gave
A
Dalen some
woman?
type of juvenile pleasure. His courtesy only went so far. Lyra, the person, needed endless recompense. Lyra, the overbearing, controlling archnite, on the other hand, needed to lighten up. What the fuck, Shad?
Yep.
Tell your woman how to act.
I love how Dalen
Why
is
don't you
like, I'm
smile
going to
more?"
be the respectful, upstanding gentleman to her. And then immediately it's like, my courtesy only goes so far, person that's actually in charge of bringing me in. She needed endless
guys.
recompense.
No, guys. Shad is looking at the rape victim and saying, "You should smile more."
Oh, God.
Oh my
Stole
god.
my joke, but I'll allow it.
You know, I was gonna
How
type
low
out a
can you
joke,
Zero.
and then we came on that line, and my mood died.
Gentlemen,
Why do you make?
Guys,
and maybe some women, I don't know, I don't ask your pronouns. Do not talk over each other, please. Try to give everyone breathing room. So if someone's talking, try to quiet down. I know that results in the verbal equivalent of walking down the street and then, like, you step in front of someone and you try to go past each other, but you keep stepping the same way. But, like...
It literally wasn't even 30 minutes ago that we set the rules. Don't forget them already. I know that you guys have greater than goldfish brains. Please use them.
Yeah, that's my job. To have the
Yes.
goldfish brain, yeah. And quite literally bird brain. I wonder how much the knights actually abuse their powers so long as others don't know. Dalen didn't really blame them, of course, as he was all too happy to abuse his powers in the same way, because he's a moral and upstanding person who wants to actually grow. Who wouldn't like to hear what others said when they thought no one was listening in? Because he's a moral, upstanding person who wants to grow. That's him! The arrow from Terramain, one person said as they passed. People say he defeated the legendary Blackguard and rescued a harem of captive girls. Dalen sighed. The story had broken already. He was popular. He was cool. He was a hero. Yay! He had absolutely no recompense for his horrible past deeds. Sane had said that a heap of reporters had been crowding around the ships. A quiet conversation caught his attention. "Where's the knight?" one person asked. "Looks like his mother." Now I read in the papers that his mother was some old widow. I bet the knights have gone after him because of his powers. They'll want to see if there's a connection with their own magic. Oh yeah, that just reminds me that because of his lie, he potentially ruined the reputation of a dead woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a moral and upstanding person that wants to grow.
My ass.
Ed Stavinsky says Greek satyrs are more thoughtful of women.
He's right.
You are
He
fucking.
No, he's right.
Fucking at least them and sirens like seduce them.
I'll
Give a
just
half
say
hour
this.
at least.
If
Yes.
you know, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, keyword seduce.
There's
Unlike
some
Dalen,
bases
who has
y'all should
negative
look up.
riz.
oh. Lyra, if only it had been a centaur and not Dalen.
Oh no! Oh fuck! Am I allowed to talk about centaurs?
No. If you guys don't know about centaurs, then you're out of luck for that joke.
No, I'm Ava. No,
No, Ava, you are still pure. You are still pure. No, we're not explaining. We're not explaining. Those that know. This is one of those adult jokes. That's the adult joke from Harry Potter. It's quite literally, I stole that joke from Harry Potter. Okay? You don't know it. You don't need to know it. It's okay. He said he's really sorry.
Oh no, Ava looked it up.
Ava, no! No! Ava, you were so pure!
They did it.
I'm so sorry, Ava.
And innocence is gone.
We didn't look it up.
Yeah, alright, so let's see. They want to see if they connection to their own magic. Let's see. His powers. Wait, did I miss a line here? I read in the papers his mother was some old widow. I bet the knights have gone after him because of his powers. They want to see if he has a connection within their own magic. Well, that part at least was true enough. But Lyra? His mother? By appearance, Dalen looked young enough to be Lyra's grandson. He supposed, but in truth, he was easily old enough to be her grandfather. Yeah, you ever heard of I'm my own grandpa?
Ew.
Lyra's face had become Lyra's face had become hard and bothered. This woman's face had always seemed to reflect how she was feeling, and because of her mood, her mood was very easy to read. It's very impressive that she became a fucking archknight. Ugh. She must have heard the same comment.
Shad.
Dalen realized that something about it had upset her. She's concerned that people are seeing a connection between my powers and the knights. I love that Dalen has never, ever been fucking wrong on his presumptions. Like, he's always, like, spot fucking on with how to read people. Oh my god, Twy, it's the main character from No Game, No Life. He just fucking understands how to game the system, even though he really fucking shouldn't.
Yeah.
But doesn't that make him so?
And he's also the same age, technically, physically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Who's more
He's
reprehensible? No, you know
he's
what?
just a horrible isekai protagonist, but
was gonna
without
say-
actually being isekai'd.
No, I was gonna say Dalen is arguably worse than that guy on every front because that guy is actually a horny 17-year-old. So there's like some excuse for his stupid fuckery. Like, not excuse, but like, you understand. Explanation. Dalen shouldn't. Dalen has no explanation.
Well, I mean, he still should be a horny teenager because his body is physically 17. And he did mention that he has all those teenage hormones again, though those never came up again.
Yeah, he only got one boner once when he saw a couple of boobs back in like the first third of this book.
Yeah, the old, specifically, by the way, the old. I'm not going to continue the sentence.
Dark World. Oh, what? Go for it.
I was going to ask, have they ever mentioned magic at any point in this book before?
Define magic.
Like the
'Cause
light
they just
powers.
said their own magic.
Yeah,
Have they
it's
used the
probably
word
just the common terminology for the powers that they use.
It is, yeah. Like, this we can give Shad some grace. That's a commonly used vernacular.
Yugox. He said he was physically 30. No. This is important. He looks like a 17-year-old. Like, his body's a 17-year-old. But he has the physique that he had when he was 30, which is in his prime. So, to put it simply, he is the fittest fucking 17-year-old ever. He has washboard abs, he's chiseled as fuck and super fucking handsome. That's basically what he was saying. Because Dalen, for Shad, for whatever reason, did not want an actual lanky 17-year-old that would have to actually work to gain his muscle mass back. And he didn't want a 30-year-old because that would be too old for some reason.
I'm not talking shit.
Anyway. Oh God, is that the alpha pin? Oh fuck.
No, 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 no.
It is yet to reveal itself.
Okay, maybe he's just into like cradle robbing women. Anyway. Don't worry, Dalen whispered. If people figure out I'm a lightbinder, I'll just say that I dedicated my life to your cause and the powers were given to me in my sleep. You know, a blessing from the light or something. That will do, Pig. I suppose. Thank you, Lyra said. Yet her mood has improved. I know that's a term of endearment from that film, but in this one it's very insulting. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
You know what? I take it back. Pigs don't deserve that.
I'm just reminded of that Family Guy one. That'll do, Pig. That'll do.
You're welcome, Dalen said. There must have been something else in the comment that upset her. Oh, you're actually wrong for once. Dalen wondered what. It's because she didn't want to be his mother or something like that. Her regard towards him seemed to have improved a little since leaving the rooms. Still, you mean her room. Her room. Still, Dalen didn't think it was the interference that he might be her child that bothered her. Dalen stopped dead in his tracks. Lyra turned to him impatiently, but his realization was so concerning that he ignored it. Dalen could have fathered countless children with the girls that had been forced into his bead. Ew.
Oh my God.
I don't want to hear about Dalen's beads, thank you very much.
In the instance with Titan, I've come to make an announcement. Dalen the Conqueror is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
He pissed on my daughter. Oh,
That's right.
so I ain't
Took
gonna
his-
piss on Daybreak.
He took his sticky bread out and he pissed on my dog.
Ugh.
Lyra turned to him impatiently, but his realization was so concerning that he ignored it. Dalen could have fathered countless children, with the girls had been forced into his bead, and Lyra had been one of those girls. Had she fallen pregante? Oh, fuck. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
no.
Oh,
No,
no.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
Oh no.
Just in time for this weird shit.
If so, where was the child? According to the time Lyra had been in his bed, well, the child would be in their late 20s by now. Were they a good person? Or would Dalen have to stop their evil as he had done with Blackheart? Jesus Christ, man! You're already thinking about murder?
Good God.
He's not a good father.
Like
He's got
what?
a literal murder boner.
Oh boy,
I
it's
was
been 1 minute. Let me talk about how I want to kill someone.
My own children as well. Our
Yeah.
hero, everyone.
I need to commit. What's the inverse? What's the inverse of patricide? What's the murder of children?
Technically,
Infanticide or something.
Or is that, yeah.
Infanticide. Does infanticide apply?
I mean,
I think
that's
it does.
physically-
don't
It's
ask
definitely-
me.
It's definitely filicide.
Filicide?
Isn't that murdering your brother?
Oh well,
Philia
philia would be
I think that's
philia, right?
fratricide.
Murdering
As
your
in
child.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philia.
Hey,
Okay.
just a quick reminder that Dalen has supposedly changed his ways for the better.
Yep. Dalen
Well, he did
needed
say
to
he
know.
was only. Sorry.
What's wrong? Lyra asked. It's I'll tell you once we get to a coach. Fine, just keep up. Dalen asked one of the valets outside to flag them a sky coach. The valet stuttered a nervous affirmative in reply. Without asking, the valet made sure to flag the finest coach in the line, and when returning said, I'll see that the hotel... Oh, sorry. I'll see that the hotel pays for the expense. Oh. I'll see that the hotel pays for the expense, Lady Archon, and, Mr. Dalen? Dalen was about to say this was unnecessary, but Lyra cut him off, saying, thank you, in a way that implied such service was totally expected. Also, wait, don't, Lightbringers and Binders get, free shit? Isn't that, that? Did you forget about that? Is that just food? But I thought it was,
Thank you
food, clothing, housing. I thought it was a bunch of shit that they got for free, including, transportation. They do!
Thank you for remembering.
They do, because they got the boat ride for free, so they don't have to fucking
Correct.
pay.
Yep.
That also mean they have tax exemptions.
No, it's why we were commenting about the fact that Dalen was using his Lightbinder powers to basically get free shit.
Okay,
I
it was
make free
filicide.
shit,
Thank
too.
Thank you, Twilight.
You're welcome.
I do like that we have a specialty for infanticide aside from just filicide. That's just interesting to me. That's like how I guess that often happens way more often than we want to acknowledge.
Well, I mean, the first murder in the Bible was one's own brother, so.
Well, they were adults by then.
Well,
But still.
To Dalen, sorry. Well, she was a knight. Though far more expensive, sky coaches were more common within cities than their ground-based darkstone-driven cousins, as they helped decongest streets and were much faster. The sky coach that landed in front of them was fully enclosed with fine glass windows and gold-leafed carvings embroidering its body. Because we have to be fucking fancy. Also, do you guys have like a sky control at all? Because I imagine that like unrestrained sky coach travel is going to be fucking hell. Can you imagine getting into a high-speed sky coach crash and it just like the combined coaches just crash like a meteor into a fucking building?
highway death tolls to put into like literal planes.
Yeah, it's like you guys, the risk has amplified. The valet opened the door for them and they entered after giving their destination to the pilot. Once seated, the coach softly lurched as it left the ground. "What was your problem just now?" Lyra asked. Dalen took in a deep breath, knowing that this was a sensitive topic and that he was going to have to lie through his teeth to learn the truth. "Dallas, he had many women brought to him." "Girls!" Lyra spat back at him. "He raped countless young and vulnerable girls, Dalen." "I know, all right. I'm not trying to lessen his crimes." "Yes, you fucking are."
Yes, you are.
Are we still on this?
"Look, I've only recently learned that Dallas fathered children with those girls, my half-brothers and sisters. Dallas himself had thought precautions were taken to prevent that. I want to meet them and see what kind of people they are." And totally murder the shit out of him.
No.
No.
"So,
Guys, wait.
So, Lyra interrupted him and answered in a cold voice. "I never had any children." Dalen nodded, feeling such a great relief. "Thank you. I'm sorry for asking." Lyra looked away and stared out the window. "You have a right to know of your siblings." Dalen let silence settle for a time before saying, "Blackheart was one of them." "What?" she said, looking at him with wide eyes. Yeah, I found irrefutable evidence. That's how I learned that I have I found irrefutable evidence after I had impaled him through the anus. Not siblings.
Just gonna leave that part out.
Children. I should have hundreds of them, and I just can't help but wonder how many have turned out like Blackheart. Some, maybe. Just like their father? No, Lyra said. I used to think that an evil parent would always produce corrupt children. She struggled with emotion. But meeting you has proven me wrong.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh my god.
With wet eyes, Lyra looked out the... I'm going to finish the section and we'll talk about this. With wet eyes, Lyra looked out the window of the coach, clearly not wanting to talk. It wouldn't be right for him to pry, so Dalen let her be. He wondered about his children making their way in the world. He hoped that one day he would meet one who was a good person. Or in other words, meet one who was nothing like himself. And one that... But the rest he wants to kill. Jesus Christ,
everybody.
Shad, it took Lyra until meeting the literal worst person on the fucking planet to realize one of the most common things to understand.
Uh-huh.
How you feeling, Celtic?
So, how are you feeling?
Are we dead ass?
Slimy. Very slimy.
Also,
I hate
him.
everything. I hate this. Just hate.
Hate.
There's nothing else for it.
You ever touched Nickelodeon Gacked?
What?
No.
Yeah,
Not in a
that
while,
though.
no.
I'm
Okay,
good.
it's like that, but it has an acidic burn.
Ooh.
So it's just acid. It's just acid goo.
Well, yes. but it's better if you, because like that's an actual substance you can touch, and you might have touched it at some point in your life.
I had
touched acid before.
What?
Well, I mean, I had a surgery. That was like it was surgery recently. Like they put it like.
Huh. Well, that's wacky. Okay.
Medicine.
Lyra and Dalen sat in silence until they arrived at the Prime Constabulary. Dalen was happy to be left alone in his thoughts, and it looked to be the same for the night. The Prime Constabulary was a long building made up of several larger square-like sections that were all joined between. It was a brick building with stone frames over all the windows and doors. The largest square section sat in front of them, in the middle of the rest of the building, about 7 stories tall with a large double door at the front. Once out of the coach, it didn't take long for the constable to notice them and race inside. Race inside. And now I'll get to find out how much of my past they've discovered is fake. Like this might go badly. Honestly, at this point, like, Dalen, you could just sell yourself as, yeah, my dad kept me under the fucking radar. Like, that's the easiest excuse right now. Dalus the Conqueror was known as a crafty motherfucker. Let's ignore the fact that he fucking wasn't, but, like, he was known as one. He was supposed to be a very clever and well-respected, and, like, even because he was evil. Like, it doesn't matter he was evil. He was well-respected in that regard. Hiding you wouldn't have been much of a problem for him out in the fucking boonies. So...
You're giving him too much credit.
This requires Shad to have a brain to think about these things.
Yeah, I'm just pointing out that Dalen is I'm reiterating. They call him a tactical genius. He's a fucking idiot that wins because the plot tells him he wins.
Yep.
Huh. Dalen and Lyra were greeted by several officials the moment they walked through the front doors. Dalen looked about. They stood in a large marble floor foyer that had 2 wide staircases on either side leading up to an upper hallway. A reception desk sat in the mid-back of the room. Dalen stepped forward. My name is Dalen Namoran. I'm here to turn myself in and to answer the charges against me. We know who you are, O'Connor said, weighing a pair of manacles in his hand. I don't suppose there's any point into putting these on you. Not really, Dalen replied. O'Connor should just be like, good, because we're doing it anyway, because it's procedure. And if you break out of them, we'll have the woman standing next to you stab you through the chest. So, any argument there?
Please.
The Connor looked to Lyra. Thank you for escorting him, Lady Archon. I'm not an escort, Jesus Christ, she replied smoothly. I'm his custodian, and as such will be remaining at his side at all times. Yeah, you clean up after his shit.
To say that, it's like so you're just a janitor?
Oh god, I am flashing back to the fucking Ables now. Oh god, Shad, why?
I'll be honest.
What's that?
I'll be honest when I say this. The Ables is far better.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, counterpoint. The Ables is far more boring.
Feel better.
Like I struggle in my mind to weigh because like almost every chapter of this has something infuriating in it. Meanwhile, with the Ables, it felt like we were kind of struggling at times to get any kind of like squeezing blood from a stone.
There were times that were like that, but then it was like an alternating really boring chapter, really insane chapter, really boring chapter, really insane chapter.
Yeah.
God, the fucking... Was it the second trial thing?
Around, yeah.
God. Yeah. Just casually blew up so much collateral and there was no like, God, that fucking sucked.
Everything exploded.
Ah, yes, of course, the Connor replied, slightly nervous and changing voices. This way, then. Many people stared at them as they were led through the constabulary, some of them even nodding respectfully. Dalen would have suspected this difference was aimed at Lyra, but several people looked directly at him when doing so. One rather attractive woman even winked, because you just needed to fucking note that, Shad.
Of course.
Okay, so...
Keep in mind, this is the guy that looks exactly like Fantasy Hitler.
You know that crotch armor that exists? You know that crotch armor? You know how, like, those very fancy copies? Shad's must be fucking enormous if he had one custom made. Like, it would go all the way up to his fucking belly button, if not further. Like, and trust me, that man has a gut. That's a pretty far distance. So, like, and you know it's compensating. You know it's so compensating. Oh. Dalen and Lyra were shown to a small square room that was plaster white and brightly lit from sunstone sconces. It had a rectangular table in the middle with 2 chairs on either side and a large mirror to the right wall. They were directed to sit in the chairs facing the mirror. Dalen could sense 7 people standing in the room, behind the mirror with his light sense. They were looking through the mirror as if it were glass. Okay?
No.
The mirror must have acted like a window for the other side. When was that invented? Dalen wondered. Oh my god, he didn't invent something! Holy shit!
Oh
So
my
you're saying
yes!
Okay, so
Took
we
us
live
how
in
long
a,
for that? 10 stars.
If
we
some,
got like flying ships, and yet they have like flying ships and unknown technology, and one-way mirrors is like mysterious to him.
yeah, because he needs to actually take credit for everything that's like not basic. Because inventing a one-way mirror isn't all that complicated comparatively. If sound could travel through that hidden room, those people would be able to spy on everything. It was very clever, I guess. One of the men in the spying room left and walked to enter the room with himself and Lyra. He was a middle-aged man in a tailed suit and a top hat, holding a clipboard and a newspaper under his arm. A sturdy man with a round face. It's the Monopoly Man. He had trimmed dark purple beard with a soft streak of green, wore a cravat, and had a rapier at his side. These color choices are fucking abhorrent.
Celtic? Honest question? Do we share the same fucking brain? Because I quite literally have in my notes, and I will take a picture of this if needed. Is this the Monopoly Man?
Two bodies, one mind.
I'm gonna leave this call because I think I've been like taken over by the Celtic hive mind.
Well, it wasn't
You act like
Shad
that'll
that
save
you. Guys
you.
do share a brain cell.
We have like, you know how like 2 dots are connected in Blender with like a little tiny line? You can just, if you look very closely, you can see one tiny line going from my head over to yours.
Tiny
Stop tugging on, ow. I need that brain cell.
It's the only one he has.
Yeah, I need it right now. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, who's this guy? The fucking Joker with that color combo? The man took off his hat, revealing an evenly streaked hair of dark purple and green. He is the Joker. And dropped the broadsheet on the desk in front of Dalen. The paper had a drawing of Dalen, front and center, with the headline, Dalen, son of the Conqueror, defeats Blackheart. You made front page, the man said as he sat in the chair across from Joker. You made the front page, the man said as he sat in the chair across from them. And it only took a fall from when I arrived, Dalen replied, grabbing the paper. That's the press for you, the man said. A subheading sitting at the bottom corner caught his attention. It read, Delvian Council of Dukes deny rumor of having intimate relations with goats. Really? We're going back to that fucking joke? Jesus Christ.
Wait, that was actually in the book? I thought you were making that joke.
No, that's actually in the book. He made a joke about goat fuckers back at the very beginning when he was writing his goddamn suicide note.
My brain malfunctioned.
What?
And it's really fucking weird that I remember that when I have lost the ability to hold on to certain other details.
I just rebooted. What the fuck?
I mean, you hardly ever forget the jokes about the goat fucking.
Dalen burst out laughing. Something funny? The man asked as he took his seat to the other side of the table. Oh, the spot about the Dukes. I thought you'd be more interested in the article about you. To be fair, so would I. Nah, I know that story, but the Dukes getting knocked off their high horses, that's interesting. Yeah, sickening stuff. You think it's true?
Absolutely, Dalen said with a grin. I was there and joined them in the practice when I was the Conqueror. What was that? Never mind. We'd better get underway, the man said and nodded to Lyra. Lady Archon, might I ask why you're accompanying this young man? And she's my lawyer, Dalen said.
Dalen, shut the fuck up. You're not funny.
Is she? I mean, she. Wait. Let's ask a question first. Is she licensed?
No.
In
Of
fact, the
course fucking
Archons
not.
supersede the fucking law.
They do.
Lyra didn't look at him, but smiled and stomped on Dalen's foot. Judging by the crack and searing pain shooting up Dalen's leg, she broke a toe or two. Do that more!
Yes, please.
No, wait,
Break
no,
every
no,
bone
wait,
in
no.
his
Nah,
body.
he enjoy it.
Oh,
guys,
you're right.
guys, she
guys.
broke a toe or two.
Oh.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Everyone got
Wait,
way
are you
too
serious?
excited.
Like, it was her?
Oh,
It was her,
she
yes.
hit him, and she broke.
Well,
her
no, because,
shit.
like, he says that the pain shooting up
Ow.
Dalen's leg. She had broken, like, I think she's referring to he's referring to the toes that she broke on him.
Well, she broke a toe or two kind of implies that she is the one that broke something.
Broke a toe or two of his.
Yeah, I think there's
What?
I think it's just we're getting caught up on like a grammatical thing that is correct, but it's a little vague.
Yeah, Shad is really bad about that. And that's why you need to write clear language. Because while it may be technically correct in English, it is not very clear to the reader. Which means that it's bad writing.
Dalen grunted, drawing on the light from the sunstone in the room to heal. Lyra had obviously used such force because of that, and honestly, he liked to think no fuss strength. He liked that no fuss strength about her. He is a fucking sub. Jesus Christ. Besides, getting in that little rib was worth it. I'm his custodian, Lyra replied cordially, sounding quite satisfied with herself. Are
Why?
you okay? The man asked Dalen. Oh, it's just a little pain in the ass. Oh, you... Okay, so he's also into pegging. Got it. That one made her glare at him. He smiled back with a juvenile pleasure. And we will swap off with Twy here.
Oh boy.
Your first line is right. I'm detective.
I may not be on the right page. I had to
Oh.
leave for a while and I was eating.
Right,
Take your
I'm
time,
Detective
no worries.
Dane. Lieutenant Dane! You got
Okay.
your legs!
What was the last line again?
He smiled back with a juvenile pleasure is what I read. And the next one is, right, I'm Detective Dane. It's a pretty big paragraph preceded by a couple of short sentences.
Right.
No, my search is coming up. Nothing.
You're fine,
Damn.
don't worry.
Also, for a second there, we all thought that it was going to be like the Chuck Norris thing where like a venomous snake bites him and the snake dies.
No. I'm never giving Galen the satisfaction.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
No. You're not
Also,
giving the Chuck Norris feet.
A quick question. So it hasn't been like a day since he like got back to port. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
How did they? Who on earth went to the newspaper and was going just like, oh yeah, this guy he killed Blackheart. Print this story immediately. Also, he's the son of Fantasy Hitler. and also he has a.
It's the fake news media clearly trying to dissuade against Dalen's greatness.
Oh. All right, I found it.
What if it was Shad himself that printed the news?
Shush.
Oh, also, there is a fan art that I wanted to highlight of
Oh boy.
me. Who is Dalen? He's a criminal. That's who he is. Oh God, that's me as it's J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Can you blame yourself for being as base as J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can blame yourself.
Holy shit, man! You blame yourself?
Look, I have a lot of, just like Dalen, I have a lot of guilt. That's not necessary.
All right. Right. I'm Detective Dane, the man said matter-of-factly. And I've been assigned your case. He flipped through the papers on the clipboard. Typically, you would be shipped back to Treramain, as the crimes you're accused of were committed within that jurisdiction. But this isn't a regular case by any light. So here we are. Let's start with the most serious charge, murder. The detective put down his clipboard and placed a hand on his desk, one at the top of the other. Mr. Namoran, did you kill anyone while in Treramain? Good.
Good, Dalen thought. He's focusing on the charges and not my past. With any luck, it won't come up. Yes, Dalen said.
Who?
6 people. 2 men I caught in the act of a rape. A woman sexually molesting a young girl.
A woman?
Yeah, no, that was mentioned.
It was.
Okay.
It was mentioned. It
I
wasn't
kind
really
of fit.
Okay. It was probably something that I missed or something.
Don't worry about it.
There's a lot that just blurs together. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Another woman trying to murder her husband, and a man who had just murdered some poor young boy.
Dalen let his anger resonate, and he added,
I didn't arrive soon enough to prevent that last one. There was also a beggar in the Frasian city of Leybourne. That one was actually self-defense. He tried to slit my throat as I slept.
And yet I still crooned from the rooftops about how guilty I felt about it.
Yeah, but he doesn't feel guilty about it anymore.
Apparently.
He said so angrily as he just says so angrily about the horrors of man he witnessed as he displays some of the worst horrors of man too.
Thus the worst horrors of man. Sorry.
Reports say that the beggar was decapitated and his head pinned to the wall with a knife. Rather excessive for self-defense.
I was in a bad mood.
Lyra tisked next to him.
Look, Dalen said. That beggar was a murdering piece of dreck. How many other people do you think he killed before he found me? He deserved what he got, and the world is a bit brighter for it.
Yugok says, hold up, why is the detective involved in this now? Long story short, he's basically just trying to get on the right side of the law so he can walk around freely.
Yeah.
After having run from it.
It's entirely self-serving on the part of Dalen, for the record.
No, this is far meta-wise. This is just Shad covering his bases more than anything else.
Yeah, covering his very pegged ass.
I'm not.
Didn't really need to. But can I say something?
Look, I wouldn't be making those jokes if it didn't bother Shad.
Yes,
I mean,
by
you
the way,
should
you
make it,
can go for it.
Yeah, that self-defense claim will not hold up in court because of the excessive force that he used against the homeless guy, including desecration of the corpse.
Yeah,
that's a separate charge that apparently doesn't exist in this city.
Okay, hang on. For everyone,
Your Honor, he was in a bad mood.
Guys,
for everyone levying the whole "this won't hold up in court" situation, that is our court, not the court of this fictitious world where there is a law that he could just say, "I was justified." I did this.
Remember, guys, we are in the court of Shad.
My legal knowledge.
Here's a question: how did Dalen know that the guy murdering that child wasn't justified in murdering that child?
He doesn't, because that law is exceedingly stupid.
Yeah, no,
I am not
literally with
commenting.
this entire rule, like, it's just like people would be murdering each other left and right and saying it was justified.
Yeah.
It's almost like this society where everyone carries around a bunch of swords and can just kill each other in either a duel or because someone stole my spot in the McDonald's line is a bad one.
Oh, hey, Zero.
Wow.
Congratulations. You've removed a pen.
Fuck, did I forget about the McDonald's in this world?
You did.
God, how does McDonald's set up a location in a fantasy setting? They're just everywhere. I can't escape them.
McDonald's find a way.
It's the simple fact that you remembered that this shit could happen literally anywhere.
Oh, okay.
God, I love all these
Saul memes. Your Honor, my client states, nuh-uh. Your Honor, how can it be considered a hate crime if my client loved doing it? Your Honor, if my client was lying,
Now, hold on,
then why
that
aren't his
was-
pants on fire?
No, guys, I want Saul Goodman to like save Dalen the Conqueror in his like.
Nah, that
I'm sorry. I'm
The one case Saul can't do.
Thank you.
Your Honor, he's the psych.
All right.
Yes, Titan. Only 5 pinners remained.
Only 5. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The last one is going to be the elf.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
All right. Then you're claiming justification, the detective said flatly. Of course. Then explain each homicide in every step and why they were justified. Dalen knew why the detective was asking this. He wanted to see if Dalen's account of the events would match the evidence at the crime scenes, which they would. All he had to do was tell the truth, but that might complicate things regarding his powers. Dalen turned to look at Lyra. I would like to, but that would mean talking about some sensitive information regarding my abilities. Lyra's mouth pressed into a thin line. Her eyes glanced to him, clearly weighing up her options. And then she looked at the detective. Dalen is a light binder, Lyra said. He dedicated his life to our cause and received the powers. This is why most of the crime scenes were left in such unnatural state. Dalen smiled. Lyra clearly understood what people would quickly figure out, that his powers were the same as the knight's, and lying now would only cause problems later on.
No shit. Stop. Like, it's like, oh, the detective was trying to see if my account lined up with the evidence. No shit. Of course, that's what his job is. Oh, Lyra clearly understood it. People will quickly figure out. Lyra clearly understood. That's it. End of bullet point. Jesus Christ, Shad.
No, you need to treat the audience like they're actually stupid.
I just really hate that in the times where he should have been clearer, he's not, and then times where he could have just shut up more, he doesn't. It's just fucking weird where his priorities lie as a storyteller.
Yeah.
Correct.
Never treat your
Oh, hi,
audience
Kitty.
like
I didn't see you were in chat.
That would explain the holes in the walls in the eyewitness accounts, Detective Dane said. And the Order's interest in this young man. I thought you had to be a knight to have such powers. You do, Lyra said. In practice, at least. You have to dedicate your life to the cause of the Arknights. Lyra looked at Dalen. This young man did, and then received the powers. In my sleep, Dalen said, butting in. I just woke up one day and had them. Do you still have these powers? The detective asked. Yes. I need more than just your word. Dalen sighed. He placed his left hand flat on the table and hammered his fist down on his thumb with enhanced strength, crushing it. He groaned in pain, holding his eyes shut tight, blood having sprayed out like spilling. Why didn't you just summon your fucking sword?
Because
he wants to be
he wants that to be a surprise. I don't think Lyra even knows he can do that, right?
No, no, she does.
Oh, did he show it to her?
Yeah, he did.
I'm forgetting because he was like, I want it to be a surprise, and then he just immediately blew the surprise.
Yeah, that's exactly what we complained about last week.
Well, I just like my brain is like, God, that was fucking stupid, so it flushed it. I think. It's like, no, Shad can't be that stupid, right? He can't.
Yes,
be.
he is.
He just can't.
He is.
Oh God. Yeah, no, just summon your fucking sword. Why not?
Yeah. Then, opening his eyes, he raised his fist, revealing a bloody mess. His thumb then slowly began to reform. Once it was healed, the detective breathed in and nodded. Right, that settles it. I expect the charges will be dropped by the end of the fall. What do you mean dropped? Lyra asked.
Well, we do live
He's
on a
n-
flying island, so I mean, we will literally just drop the paperwork off of it.
What's up?
Now that would actually be a fun and cool bit of world building.
That would be but that'd be hilarious because of how this world works. Is like we just keep dropping paperwork off, so like the next day, it's just a bunch of paper flutters down, and just this constant rain of paper.
Being
We'll
a
also make
mailman,
sure to drop off the suspect too, just to make sure the whole case never gets picked up again.
no, being a mailman is like being a fruit ninja expert of just grabbing shit from the middle of the air.
Oh my god, the idea of like mailmen when they need to actually deliver something, they just like tie it to a rock and kind of like eyeball gauge in a direction and toss it. And they just know that when it comes back down, it's gonna land right where they want to, on like the other side of the world.
Or and crash through someone's window.
I mean, but like if that's a piece of the world building, that'd be really cool. Like you could like invent like mail cannons that do that and like actually take advantage of the whole looping nature of the sky.
Like teacher
Oh my
cans?
god!
For mail?
Yes!
I mean, yeah,
yes!
that's pretty much all you need.
All right.
What-
Shush, guys. I'm gonna move on now. He's an Arknight, or effectively one, and therefore has power of arrest and sentencing.
Oh Christ!
It was that easy.
What?
Yep.
No, it's worse than that easy. Like he's now getting off scot-free. Not only that, we've awarded you fucking power. Oh God, no.
Jeffrey Epstein wishes he had a sweet deal this good.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Hey, look, y'all, we've already covered the Hitler part of this stream.
Today, huh,
We'll
chat?
cover another horrible person.
I guess we're getting double
He
kill.
said that with his chest.
You just jump straight to Epstein.
We're already in hell. Why not?
Brother, we cannot be saying you just jump straight to Epstein. We jumped straight to Hitler in the beginning of the stream, okay?
Godwin's law. Like
move on.
I've already invoked Godwin's law. We can't go further somehow.
I mean, I would consider Hitler to be lower on the totem pole.
Well-
than people.
I mean, Dalen is inherently further than Hitler, so.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, where do you rank what one guy did versus the other? They're both fucking awful
Are we
in their
making
own
a
ways.
tier list?
Yeah, do we make it?
No, tier list of dictators. Let's go.
We should make a tier list of the worst people to have ever existed. Genghis Khan. Where does Genghis Khan rank?
At this point, we've gotten so far down below the depths of hell that Dante's Inferno has not quantified where we're
I
at.
want to see if Satan beats Hitler in this rank.
Genghis Khan is like S plus tier of evil.
Where do we
Let's
rank
say
the
that.
Medicis?
Congratulations, everybody! We have gotcha gamed Depths of Hell.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my God.
take one that has Hitler.
You know what? I look, mark my words. 10 years down the line, we're going to have a gotcha game that like waifus all of these people.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure we already do.
Sorry.
We already have that. It's called the Fate series.
In that instant, SSR Dalen the Conqueror is a pull.
Oh, absolutely. You got to get the rare one where his blue hair shines like sparkles.
I'm going to find you, Celtic.
All right, I'm gonna move on now.
Well, let's move on.
Oh.
But there are some charges that have no witnesses to validate Arknight intervention. We work in twos for a reason. Yes, the detective said. But because of the precedent of witnesses to the other interventions, I don't see any reason to challenge Arknight authority in this case.
What?
But he's not.
He's not.
But he's not.
Of all
There you go, kids.
money.
Evil wins.
Every time.
So because you have police officer abilities, that means that none of your crimes need to be looked into.
Because you have magic powers, we're going to award you the rank of Arknight, even though we, as a third party to the Arknights, do not have the authority to bestow that authority, but we're going to treat you like one, and because you are treated like one, we're just going, and because the other crimes you did weren't actually crimes, we're going to presume that the other crimes that have no witnesses you did weren't actually crimes either, with absolutely no fucking corroborating evidence. This is the worst fucking police station I have ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Welcome to the
And on that
bullshit.
topic of then recognizing him as an Arknight despite not having the authority, that's like if Anakin was granted the rank of Master after being appointed to the Council.
No, he would just be. He's a fucking Padawan that gets handed the fucking rank of Master.
I know that they're doing the presumption that the others were justified as well because he still has his power, so therefore he can't lie and whatever the fuck, but like that's still really stupid.
And we've already established that the whole light thing is bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
Like, again, lie by omission is permitted.
Yep.
Again, to clarify, I'm pretty sure it's only light bringers like Ark who have that no lying stipulation. That Ark Knights can
He's
lie
not
as
technically a knight, Lyra said. He could only have that power if he hadn't broken his oath, right? The detective asked. Dalen looked to Lyra, smiling cheekily. She wanted him to be found guilty of murder, so he could serve out a sentence with the knights. But being guilty would mean the killings were unjustified, revealing the ugly truth that anyone with a knight's powers could break the oath that supposedly granted them, which might lead to the greater truth, that anyone, regardless of oath, could become a lightbinder. Lyra was doing her best to hide her frustration, not acknowledging Dalen at all. Yes, she said flatly. Exactly. There's plenty of corroborating evidence, as well as direct witnesses providing that most of the criminals were engaging in the same crimes as Dalen claims. And on top of that, there's evidence that Archon powers were used at each intervention. Meaning that Dalen was keeping his oaths by intervening, which is fighting evil, I believe. What better witness the light than that his actions were justified?
My thoughts exactly,
Dalen added. Lyra said nothing. Typically, you would be free to go, but there is a separate standing in order to keep you in custody.
What?
Dalen asked. There's a lot of people wanting to question you about your father.
That's not a crime.
Oh.
You can't keep someone in custody for that. Just pointing that out.
That's
I guess
You don't know the laws of this world.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna say, Shad, what the fuck? Anyway.
Oh, that.
Personally, I don't care, as it's not your fault who your father was, and the papers seem to have explained enough. If what they say is true.
It is,
Dalen said before adding in his mind,
not.
Twy, you didn't say it right. It is, Dalen said before adding in his mind, not. You gotta get the Valley Girl in there.
Okay.
It is, Dalen said before adding in his mind, not.
There we go.
Excellent.
Really make it sound like you crossed your fingers behind your back.
Yeah. You're supposed to wait here while we fetch whoever wants to question you, but seeing as you have an Arknight custodian, you're technically already in custody. If you let me know where you're staying, I'll pass it up to the chain and you can leave.
Wait, just anyone? Like, fetch whoever wants to question. So just like Phil off the street and walking, like, I want to talk to the guy. What the fuck is this?
Question the Conqueror's son.
Oh boy.
The Fulton.
I fucking hate how everything has to be like day or light or dark or fall.
And it's a play on the word Hilton, like the Hilton, but like the Hilton, it's hill in the name. And I'm pretty sure it's a name. It's not like actually a reference to anything, but a hill, not a day.
Hotel on a hill.
Funny, I thought you would have gone with a play on Marriott because that was founded by a Mormon guy.
It'd be really funny if calling it like a mountain, the mountain, like MOUNTON, like it's a pun on mountain, like whatever. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm more funny than Shad.
Nice place that. You're free to go, though officially you can't leave the city until the charges have been formally dropped.
Thank you.
Dalen said, rising. Those people wanting to question him had probably already dug into his fake past. That conversation was going to be tricky.
Actually, wait, pump the brakes on it. Nice place that. That's the reaction you have to learning that someone is like this guy who did all these things that you were accusing him of that may still ultimately be guilty of, is saying, oh yeah, by the way, I'm staying in the penthouse of the fucking Ritz-Carlton.
Yep.
I would be like, holy shit, how do you afford that?
How did they let you in?
Don't, guys.
Man. Pleasure, Detective Dane said while standing. And might I say, you're a fine addition to the Knight's ranks. I can see why the Light chose you, killing Blackheart. Oh, so you were biased the entire time. Wonderful.
I am so glad that this man took the time to get under the fucking examination table. Oh.
I mean, I am over here going like, Twy, you know exactly what you're saying.
Guys, please, Dalen's dick is getting pruny at this rate.
No, guys. We've made this joke before. It's not pruny. It tastes like chocolate, Shad.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's so small. It must be this. It must look like a fucking raisin at this point.
I'm not denying that.
Oh,
That's what the cod piece is for.
the cod piece is doing so much heavy lifting.
I'm going to hurt you because that is the joke that I wanted to say.
You snooze, you lose.
Right. The man suddenly exclaimed with a fierce smile, "We've been after that bastard for years. Well done, lad. Well done indeed." And with that, Detective Dane nodded and left. Good fucking riddance.
I just, like, we've been after that bastard for years. Well, you guys are shit at your job because it took literally one sting. One sting! Like, they weren't even like, it's like, oh, I want to go out and kill some pirates, and he just did that by accident.
Yep.
And then he slaughtered another boat full of people on top of that. You're all shit at this.
I know, right?
Worst police precinct ever.
Absolutely.
Now there's a lad who's good at his job, Dalen said, turning to Lyra.
So, my God, I'll just say this, Shad. How does Dalen's dick taste? Holy.
Well,
fuck.
Ed says, Arik, move over. Someone wants to turn with the boot. Yep.
He's only good at
Tastes
his
like chocolate.
That's
I
good
really
shit.
am so glad that I managed to say that right after you said that he was really bad at his job.
Correct. No. Correct. Absolute correct.
Dylan thinks he's only good at his job because it only worked in his favor.
I'm gonna Persona 3 myself. Oh my god.
Please don't.
Now there's a lad who's good at his job, Dalen said, turning to Lyra. Don't you think?
Lyra didn't respond and left the room without him. Dalen took a moment, feeling very smug about himself before he followed. Every person he passed was looking at him, and some even gave him a pat on the back, congratulating him for killing Blackheart and freeing those girls.
Yeah, no, I'm right. You're feeling it, right? The slime, it's like it's
Yeah. Oh, it's just going like
I
right
can
down
feel-
my throat.
Are you feeling it now? Are you feeling
sure
it
this is
now?
Mr. Krabs?
Got. Okay, never mind.
You sure that's not just mucus?
Sorry, I thought I was helping.
It's not slime, it's mucus.
All right. It was great to see that law enforcement considered him to be on their side. Lyra was waiting for him in the foyer. Of course, no chance that he would be rid of her so easily.
Look, I'm sorry for being a smartass, but you haven't exactly been a ray of sunshine either. You got off because I lied, she hissed under her breath. A lie that you knew I had to say.
Wait.
What?
Fuck it, I just realized she lied. Doesn't that mean her powers go away?
No,
No.
she's the other
No.
kind of.
That's the other one.
Of dumb.
Oh,
No,
shit.
No,
So
Raymond.
wait. But that proves
Flying
that
for
he could have lied. Like,
Correct.
so this
They all
proves that his
could've.
presumption. I just.
Celtic, calm down.
Breathe,
There's a very
breathe.
simple explanation for all this.
There is.
She was lying for Dalen's sake. That means all rules are null and void.
Fair.
Holy shit, he's right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, what if what she told them was true from a certain point of view?
I'm
No.
going to.
We're
So
not letting
Hey,
that bullshit for the
who said who said that?
I did.
I'm going to hunt you down for the rest of time.
And Savinsky says,
Good luck
"Gentlemen,
finding me."
please. There's enough boot for everyone."
Oh god, that's fucking horrible. Hey Celtic, you want to make it a Persona 3 myself pact? Because I'm down.
I'm good.
I mean, you will be down after you Persona 3 yourself. It's just, it's a couple of stories.
Celtic.
Fine
Does
with
that mean
me.
you summon the persona?
Ironic, I'm playing Persona 3 right now.
Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah. I would have gotten off anyway, and you know it. It's just that now your order secrets are kept. Lyra looked at him with hard eyes. It's time we have a proper conversation. Fine. Follow me. Lyra walked out of the building, and once on the sidewalk, she crouched before suddenly shooting up into the air in a massive jump and onto the roof of the large constabulary building.
We have stairs.
Not to the roof, apparently.
Oh no! Wait, Zero. Is this chapter? Chapter with Dylan and Lyra.
Oh God!
Oh,
you know what? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's all find out tomorrow.
Yes.
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 Okay, I know nothing. We've already got Shad filleting someone. We don't need to hear that. Okay.
All right.
Mr. Bookman, you're scaring me.
Look, I'm a bit of a freak, but that put me uncomfortable.
So I'm gonna give the quote channel. I made the Greek uncomfortable.
Oh no! What?
Enjoy Vigilante Batman Round 1. Wait, what?
Round 1?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting late, so we gotta.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Dalen was gazing up. With her sudden acceleration, she must have done the same jumping trick Dalen performed through manipulating mass. Dalen crouched and increased his mass with one bond, which seemed to make him weigh a ton, and then jumped, releasing the bond in an instant before his feet left the ground. Wind suddenly rushed past him as he shot into the air, clearing the building's height entirely. He slowly began to arc, and then he reached the greatest height. He enhanced his strength and landed with ease. The roof above was terraced and flat. Lyra was standing with crossed arms, looking at him. Who taught you how to do that? I figured it out. One just figures out how to power jump? That's what you call it? Power jump?
You.
Yes. Now answer the question.
I'm also
Me, Dalen did. I mean,
like,
Dalen
wait,
had
you
it
didn't know he could do that? So you jumped up there?
Yes, correct.
Did you? Were you hoping he'd take the stairs like a normal
Yes.
person?
Yes.
It'd be funnier if that was the case because physical comedy.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, now answer the question. I already have. I taught myself. I also figured out how to absorb sunicles, remember? Absorption is different. It can be done by accident. Power jumping is far more sophisticated. I agree with you there. Look, all it took was a good understanding of physics and a bit of experimentation. Then stop it. Experimenting with mass as well as some other properties can be extremely dangerous. Dalen laughed. Yeah, figure that out the hard way. Lyra sighed in frustration. What happened? Oh, I made my feet explode. Lyra looked confused.
That could only happen by reducing your mass with the level 4 bond. Yeah, what of it? You've specialized mass? What does she mean specialized? Lyra looked genuinely surprised.
Oh my god, Shad, real life is not a video game.
More
Isn't it?
fucking. Oh my god, more exposition.
Life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage.
Are you talking about stacking bonds? Dalen asked. No, I'm talking about specializing. Don't tell me that you specialized a bond without knowing. Why don't you tell me what specializing is? Lyra paused, smiling. No, not until you join the Knights. Oh, so it's going to be like that, is it? Exactly. If you want to learn how to use your powers properly and safely, you'll join the Knights. I've done all right by myself so far. Lyra's eyebrows rose. Exploding your feet is all right. I survived. And what if you were around innocent bystanders? I'm more careful than that. Doesn't look like that to me. I didn't ask you.
She's in charge of you, motherfucker.
I
doesn't
didn't
act
ask.
like it.
I didn't ask you.
I didn't ask you, a woman.
Okay.
I need to be the recorder guy from Mulan. A woman?
Oh my god.
They were witnesses. I just murdered them.
We need to put a Fu Manchu on Shad.
I didn't ask you. Lyra sighed. I'm not going to teach you anything until you join the Knights, but I can't have you be a danger to others.
So I'm going to teach you shit. Okay. I'm going to use the restroom. Be right back.
Yep. Danger is subjective.
Can I test something? It depends. Light, you're as stubborn as a goat.
The feeling's mutual,
Dalen said, raising his voice.
Comic-Con goats.
Lyra yelled and paced back and forth. Look, just channel all of your bonds into strength, will you? Dalen shrugged.
Can't see the harm in that, he said and did so. There.
Uh-huh.
This is giving me flashbacks to
Yes,
Project
yes.
Alpha.
Hold yourself back, Twy.
Keep it together.
Twy, you
It's
know. You know?
No. I do know, but it is the PTSD of the pros that is getting to me.
I'm not denying that, and I appreciate your strength, but please, hold off.
I know.
Lyra smiled. Good. You've just lost your specialization. Now you won't be able to make a level 4 bond in mass. What are you talking about? Of course I can make a level 4 bond.
Then try it, Lyra said, folding her arms with a smug smile.
Sorry, I don't exactly want to risk exploding any of my body parts again.
Then increase your mass.
How would you be able to tell the difference between 4 ton and 8?
I'll lift you. Dalen knew she could make herself incredibly strong, but enough to lift 8 tons. She could only be able to increase her strength 16 times, which wouldn't be close to strong enough. Maybe she could still get a read on his weight by how difficult he would be able to move.
Whatever,
Dalen said and walked to the end of the building. He stepped onto the brick barrier that encircled the edge, which would put the main wall underneath him and support his weight he was about to become.
I don't think that's how that works. You're about to
isn't
fucking
it?
Buster Keaton everyone below the fucking house. The building.
Dalen then stacked all 4 bonds in mass, making himself weigh about 8 tons. 1 for the first, 2 for the second, 4 for the third, and 8 for the fourth. The top tiles of the brick barrier cracked underneath with his now massive weight. Lyra approached and stepped over the barrier next to him. After a moment, the tiles underneath her feet cracked, indicating that she had increased her mass too. Dalen noted that they didn't crack as much as the tiles underneath him, meaning that she hadn't increased her mass as much.
Thank you for unnecessary detail.
She then grabbed him under... That's also now not how things work. If you have 2 really heavy things that are really close together, It's gonna crack more, not less.
Yeah, that wall is fucked.
How
I'm
dare
really
you
surprised at this point.
recognize-
She then grabbed him underneath his armpits and lifted him with only the slightest effort showing on her face. The tiles cracked even farther under her feet now that she was also supporting Dalen's enhanced mass. Dalen was utterly speechless. When stacking all of his bonds on strength, he could lift at most a little over a ton, but not 8. At least Lyra looked as surprised as he felt. You weigh a little over 7 tons, not 8, she said, putting him down and stepping off the barrier. You could only be so heavy with the level 4 bond. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. She turned to look at him. That should be impossible. Evidently not.
'Tis but a scratch.
So, no. You have to recognize this, Celtic, and Twy, you fully recognize this. Everybody who's talking about this is Shad trying to stop his main character from being a Gary Stu, because clearly this is not the max of what can be done with his magic system, so clearly he's not a Gary Stu.
Yeah, but like he's doing it by
Bullshit.
highlighting that he's super special awesome. It's really fucking stupid if he's
I don't deny that. Look, I'm trying my hardest here.
No. What I'm saying is that Shad is like doing this in the worst way possible. Because it's not limiting him. It's just saying, oh, he's only slightly less powerful than he was before. See, I'm limiting him, guys. He has his limits. It's like, fuck off. He's still 7 tons.
Oh, it's been like this since the beginning. Like, there's always been moments that I've noticed, especially when he's testing his powers and he does fuck up, where it's like, yeah, see, he's not a Gary Stu. I'm purposefully making him mess up, but only in cool ways. So it's like, yeah, but he's still a Gary Stu because you're
he
making
bears
it
absolutely no
cool way.
consequences for it either.
Correct,
Yeah, that's the important
and-
part.
Like
And with
these-
that, I'm done. And as yours, Twy.
Sure. You can't just specialize on a whim, unless your bonds are granting a greater enhancement than normal. How much are they supposed to grant? Lyra's eye narrowed on him. You can at least tell me that much. So long as you tell me the strength of your bonds. Done. She huffed. The first bond in mass will multiply or divide your normal weight by 10. Each bond after that will double the previous enhancement. That sounds right. I weigh about 90 kilograms, so the first bond makes me weigh very close to 900, which means you're right. With all 4 bonds, that would make me 7,200 kilos, or 7.2 tons, not 8. 4 bonds? Lyra asked, reacting as if Dalen had just turned into a woman before her eyes.
I'm sorry. If he turned into a woman, you would never listen to him.
Also, so this the building there is gonna get condemned now, yeah?
At the very least, that entire wall should be fucking collapsing right about now.
Yeah.
Y'all enjoyed this bullshit.
Yeah? You have 4 bonds. Dalen realized he might have just revealed something he shouldn't have.
I just did that
Well,
with my mind.
Well, it's too late now. Doesn't everyone? He asked. No! She screamed. Oh.
How under the light do you have 4 bonds?
I don't know.
I've had 4 ever since receiving my powers. How many am I supposed to have? 3! Every Arc-Knight, for as long as we've had our powers, have only ever received 3 bonds. And that is... it. No more, no less. 4 should be utterly impossible.
Then how are you supposed to make a level 4 bond if you only have 3?
Through specializing, and no, I'm not going to tell you what that is.
It's pretty easy
Fine.
to tell what that is now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand this, unless you've got your powers through a different process.
Well, that's the problem, because I'll never tell anyone how I got them.
Lyra paused and a slight smile crossed her face. Dalen narrowed his eyes at her.
I mean it when I said I won't tell anyone.
Okay then, she said. You have 4 bonds. Don't think that makes you powerful or something.
You still don't know how to specialize or use your powers properly. Then teach me. Join the Knights. I will. I just have some loose ends I need to sort out first. And they are? Dalen paused for a moment, wondering if he should tell her, but considering that they were stuck with each other, he relented. When I was digging through Blackheart's records, I discovered that he was dealing with the Daunists from this city, selling them all the skyships they get captured. I want to find out why. There's also the matter of the sex trafficking trade that I intend to destroy. You intend to destroy the entire human sex trade? Eventually. Lyra studied him. You like the sound of that, don't you? Dalen asked. I can't say that I haven't wanted to root out those scum ever since I joined the Knights, but we fight the Shade before anything else, and they've been getting more active these past years. You're not assigned to hunt Shade right now. Lyra smiled. All right. How do you plan on going about this? One thing at a time. The Daunists should be easier to deal with before an entire criminal enterprise.
Yeah,
I can't say that I'm very fond of the Daunists either. Dalen grinned. Good. Then it looks like we're going to have some fun.
Teddy Paladin, what have the Shade been doing? Literally fucking nothing.
Yeah, we have encountered 2 Shade, and they were incarcerated as, like, dogs for the pirates.
There were.
This is...
The Grim are more.
I hate so much. It's like, okay, you can tell what specialization is. It basically lets you have one extra bond and one element or whatever, one attribute, which I don't even know how you like. By the way, they're talking on the same level as if these principles are the same like metric. Like inherently he knew what to label each attribute. No. What the fuck? They should not be talking the same language effectively here. They should have a different language for the different attributes, especially if you want to talk about them in front of other people. You want to make sure it's obfuscated. Also, digging through Blackheart's records, do you think anyone that had records like that, learning of Blackheart's death at the hand of Daelus's son, might maybe, just maybe, want to pack up shop and move on and try and obfuscate their trail, that maybe they're gone? Also, there is no fucking way you're ending the entire human sex trade. That's not how reality works. As long as there are humans, there is going to be a sex trade unless you reduce the population down to like 5,000 people that are easily fucking managed. And you ain't doing that. I mean, I guess you could because you're Dalen, the heartless bastard, but maybe you're not actually the heartless bastard because you're forgetting yourself. Dalen, I want to strangle this man so badly. But he would have magic bullshit that would prevent me from doing it.
I'm just wondering why 5,000?
Celtic, you're a phoenix. Keep burning him.
Why
until
5,000?
not-
That's the minimum that humanity can sustain itself without inbreeding.
Celtic, you're a phoenix. Try burning him so much until he can't even regenerate anymore.
I would just keep. Actually, that's a better idea. Thank you. I would just keep burning him and keep him in a perpetual state of aliveness while his flesh melted off.
Also, I think that that's a bit of a myth. Like, there is no minimum standard that we could, like, directly calculate. But humanity has gone down to 10,000 people, and roughly equivalent at least twice, and we are an incredibly inbred species.
Well, I mean, the measurement... I know the minimum that some people propose is, goes down to as low as 300. There's a lot of people that argue it up to 500. That's like the barest of minimum of what people say. I know that might be apocryphal, or not apocryphal, that might be like mythical in terms of it. I know that there is a more generally accepted that like the safest minimum is 5,000. And we are still very inbred. Like that's just like the safety line in terms of like, if we reach that point, we're going to become so inbred that we will start dying out because of that. Like, that's like the critical mass of that. So you've learned something today.
No, we have hit. Congratulations, Nolan the Odyssey. We have to like. I have a joke, and I'm stopped myself because I can't continue.
All right, well, we've knocked out one more chapter. We are now at 78. Let's see. Yeah, 78%. We're getting there, folks. And it's just made me more infuriated because Dalen is so super special awesome. And I think that all this is just so goddamn dumb.
Oh, and also that last part about, like, you know, Dalen and Lyra, you know, they had a bit of a moment in that last paragraph, which
Let's not talk about that.
I don't want to think about it. Stop.
They're doing the Bonnie and Clyde, and I fucking hate it.
What?
I hate it because Bonnie and Clyde actually had chemistry.
If they're Bonnie and Clyde in good news, that means they get shot to death at the end of their
It's
story.
beautiful to look back at how
God, I
we started this book
wish.
with more charitable expectations. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of this that I'm playing up, but like, this is very little compared to what I'm actually feeling. Like, there are times that I'm unfairly, obviously, like, oh, I want to be a better person. I'm like, no, you don't. No, the text obviously expresses that he wants to be a better person. It's just that his actual behavior is abominable. So so I make that joke regardless. It's so bad. It's just so I cannot believe that people genuinely like this. I would wonder if I read this whether or not I would be lulled in by something, but I find this insufferable to read.
Okay, so as someone who was a Shad subscriber and Shad fan when this book came out, I read this book and I thought, oh, this is really good. But then, wait, this doesn't make sense. And then, wait, this is worse. And then, wait, I have morals.
To give another perspective that's not was a Shad fan before, I was a very lukewarm, neutral person on Shad before all of this. I still picked up the book, and when I was reading it,
we had a crazy person in me and a Greek saying, you know what, boy, this is wrong.
Yeah, like it took me so long to I think this is the longest it's ever taken me to finish a book, was reading the PDF of this, just with how much I had to start and stop again because I was a bit of a prose snob, and I'm glad about that. Like,
Same here, except I dropped it after 5 chapters.
Yeah, because like I fully recognize, like, as a personal failing, a lot of people fall into this failing. Is like, if I like someone and I'm reading their work, there's a very large potential that I could fall into like kind of glazing over and missing things. Like, that's what happened with Ruby back in the day. It's like I watched Ruby, I really liked it, but I always kind of felt like in the back of my mind something was wrong, but I never really put too much thought into it until I saw Fatman Falling's video and everything clicked. Everything clicked into place, and the rest is history. That can happen to a lot of people. It's just comparing this to Ruby is night and day in terms of just, I didn't think, like, I thought Ruby was a pretty bottom of the barrel execution on a lot of things. No, I forgot what it's like to have likable characters. I forgot what it was like to actually like root for the protagonists, even though I thought what was happening was really stupid and they were being brain dead. I feel empty when I read this book, or if I'm not empty, I am filled with incredible, overwhelming rage.
It'd be one thing if this book was at least interesting in how bad it is, but it isn't. It is like we're in the slog phase because every chapter it's at least one of the 3 same issues. Dalen whining about his redemption, some random boring piece of world building, or some weird sex thing.
No. Honestly, this book is fascinating. Like, I would say, like, this book isn't boring on that metric. This is a fascinating thing to dissect. This is like finding the corpse of the Elephant Man without knowing what he was and trying to figure out what the fuck you've just seen. Like, you're trying to piece it apart and figure out, is this even human? Although I feel like that's an insult to the poor Elephant Man who doesn't deserve to be compared to Shadow the Conqueror.
Yeah, Joseph Merrick deserves better.
Yeah. So,
I believe
Don't forget
this
the
is what one
occasional
would call-
horrific instance of violence and gore. Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to forget how he rammed someone's ass through a flagpole.
I believe the word is bile fascination.
I'm not even fascinated at this point. I'm just repulsed.
Everything I hear about Dalen just makes me more
It's-
and more glad.
It's a
that
mangled
he's not
car
a
crash.
real
Can't look away.
person.
It's
This
the
book-
worst
this book-
it's the worst 20 car pileup you've ever seen. It's that pileup during the Weird Al song, Why Does This Always Happen? It's that one. A 20 car pileup, everybody dead. And we're sitting here laughing at it like Weird Al was with his friend Robert's disembodied head who owes him $5. That's what we're looking at right now. We have no sympathy for anyone in that car crash. The exposition can be quite boring at times. Well, at least at times, and we get enraged at it when it is. Like it's not we're falling asleep. It's him meandering off into inconsequential details. It's not him being like slow with things. It's him being like, but this great thing over here and did this and this. And I was like, Chad, we don't need to know this. You're world building. You're creating a cancerous fucking pustule on your book.
It's also not just like that part of the world building, but just general like descriptive writing as a whole, because as we go back to that part of them increasing their mass, he adds in these little details that don't need to be added, like Lyra took a step and the stone cracked. That's all you need, but then he adds because of her increased weight as well. It's like,
but it's not no. But then he goes even a step further. It's like because of her increased weight, but not as much increased weight as I. It's like,
yeah, it's like describe the environment, not what is actually happening.
Describe how the foundation of the building is starting to give way, and that wall is just teetering over an entire busy street of people.
No, the building doesn't exist without me, Dalus the Conqueror, to show how powerful the building is. But I, Dalus the Conqueror, am able to break it under my foot. That is the entire book.
Dalen invented the building, therefore it's strong.
Also, I still don't know why they had to go up on the building just to do this.
Yeah, go to a landmass. Like, go to solid fucking ground somewhere. Why?
So this is, by the way, everyone, this is why you should have a good editor. They will cut out the fat, and you have no idea the amount of fat that I cut out of Caliburn with just the stupid bullshit that is just, this character did this. And no, you don't need to do that. Don't write that. There's no point.
Yep.
He'll
Alright.
do it because he thinks it's important.
Well, on that note, I hope you all had a good time. It is almost way too late, so I'm
did
gonna
not.
cut the stream here. Well, I hope you enjoyed my rage and my suffering, because that's the fun
Of
part.
course,
about
always.
Of course.
Your suffering gives me joy.
We wouldn't be here.
Join us next week as we we get even closer to the end of this trash fire. That's an insult to trash fires. Yeah, we'll catch you all on the flip side.